Hi, I'm Awfulness Games. Anyways, if you've been paying attention to the Sonic reviews I've done not too long ago, you would say that every single time I talk about Sonic Origins, I say I don't like it. And you're probably left asking yourself, why doesn't he like Sonic Origins? Isn't it just the same thing? Well, yes and no. Let's talk about it. So, I've had Sonic Origins on Switch when it first came out. I've poured like at least 50 hours into it. I haven't seen it on Switch in a while, but what had happened is about the game is that it forcefully uses bilinear filters. So, it ruins the crisp pixel art that the Genesis games have. The second part is the music, specifically for the Michael Jackson music removed in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, I understand why. That's not my problem. But back in the 1993 prototype of Sonic 3, they had prototype music already ready to go that they could have just reused. But instead, in Sonic Origins, they opted to remake the prototype songs, and they sound a lot worse than they should be, because the prototype music for Sonic 3 actually isn't that bad. Ice Cap I don't like because it kind of ruins the vibe, but still, they were still pretty good. But now we're getting into the worst part, the bullshit that they have going on. Digital Deluxe is the big reason. Digital Deluxe. You want extra for Sonic Origins? Nope, you gotta pay to have more music to listen to in the jukebox that's already free on YouTube. You gotta pay to have animations in the menu. And you even gotta pay to play as Amy. Even at launch, a bunch of key things were missing. For starters, Knuckles is not even playable in Sonic CD. He had to wait a whole year for him to become playable. And while we're on the topic of Sonic CD, if you want to change the soundtrack between the American or the Japanese one, you have to go exit out of the game and go back to the game's menu, scroll all the way down to soundtrack, switch the soundtrack, and then go back as if nothing happened. And if you're playing this on story mode, you gotta get out of the story mode, go all the way to Sonic CD, repeat the process, blah blah blah. And when Sonic Origins Plus became like a physical release, the Plus stuff was a digital download code. Now, I don't know for sure fully, admittedly, because I don't have the physical release of Sonic Origins, but at least that's what I hear. So, if anyone does have to deal with that problem, please let me know. But that's all the negative stuff. Is there positive stuff for Sonic Origins? Yes, there is, and I'm going to talk about it. Adding the drop dash to all the games from Sonic Mania actually makes the game fun. Like, I'm not joking, I could blaze through the entire level in seconds with the drop dash. Replacing the lives with coins is convenient, especially for the special stages, because Sonic 1, the special stages suck, so it's nice to have coins to retry if you fail the first time. Plus, it kind of is a good deal. 4 Sonic games in one package is not that bad, actually. It's a pretty easy way to play the classic Sonic games if you don't have a PC. So, like, if, let's say you have an Xbox, a PlayStation, a Switch, whatever, you can just buy Sonic Origins and call it a day. The cutscenes in this game are smooth and flawless. Like, I love them. It has, like, this little anime art style in some way. And if you have a PC, you can get the Sonic Origins Ultra Fix mod to fix a lot of the problems that the PC version has. Actually, it's the base game, technically, since they're all just the same on consoles and PC. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about Sonic Origins for a bit. If you don't have a PC and can't afford one, Sonic Origins on consoles is pretty good. But if you do have a PC, just get the fan ports. Sonic 3 Air, 2 Absolute, 1 Forever, and CD Restored. Just get those. You'll definitely have a better experience than on Origins. But that's all I wanted to say. Bye!